Let's talk the club. One more thing, like, subscribe and share. Come on, let's talk the club. Woo!
All right, let me make sure I'm in the right size screen so you all can see me. Give me just a moment. Let's see. There I go. Hey, good evening, everybody. It's Cutler here on the Let's Talk the Cutler Virtual Book Club, the Let's Talk the Cutler YouTube platform, the Let's Talk the Cutler. Let's spend about 1,800 seconds together today, which is an interesting day. It's a bit of a heavy day, but I decided to come here for lifting, and it is always a delight to see you all, and I'm so thankful that y'all choose to spend these 1,800 seconds with me. So thank you all so very much for that. Looks like lots of glare from the lights here, but but I'm okay, and I hope you all can see and hear me. All right, but it is another Tuesday, and I'm so thankful to be able to spend this time with you all. It is the 22nd of July. The month is passing, the year is flying, and I hope that you all are having an amazing summer and a great time with family and friends, doing whatever it is that you're doing. And just in case somebody's talking about for the very first time and they're wondering, what is this platform about? What is the Skype you're talking about? What's going on here? This platform, from my perspective, is always one where I try to offer some inspiration. I try to offer motivation, and not only motivation and inspiration, but from time to time, it is my hope that I can offer something that challenges us to show up our best self, even in the worst of situations, because life happens. Life gives us a lot of opportunities to fail. But I've never said that before. Life gives us a lot of opportunities to fail, but it is always my hope, it is my desire, it is my goal to make sure that for all of those opportunities, all of those lessons, I'm learning something. I'm learning what it is I need to learn. I'm knowing what it is I need to know by the time I get on the other side of this thing. We'll talk about that just a little bit more, but I want to invite you, if you haven't done so, to go ahead and subscribe. I would love for you to subscribe, because I just like to increase this circle, this village, this community, so that we have we have people who can encourage us and push us when we need to be pushed, pull us when we need to be pulled, lift us when we need to be lifted, and help us to do the things that we need to do to fulfill purpose and to ultimately reach destiny. So thank you all for being among those who've supported me for so long and who continue to support me and push me. So thank you all for that. And if you haven't done so, again, go ahead and subscribe. And if you subscribe, but you haven't done this, take one more step. Do me a favor, if you don't mind. If I'm not imposing too much upon you, go ahead and click on the subscribe button. Now, I don't know where it may be on your particular device. It may be down there, up there, over there, but wherever it may be, go ahead, do me a favor, if you would, click on that so that you can know whenever I've gone live and whenever I've uploaded new content. Now, I want to challenge you all and just ask you to tell somebody, come on and let's talk to Cutler. Why should they come on and let's talk to Cutler? Really, just tell them this. The man is just trying to help save somebody's life. I really, really am. The way somebody reached out, tossed me, threw out the lifeline for me and reeled me in back to the shore, metaphorically and literally and metaphorically. But it is my goal to help people to live and to help people to walk in purpose and to show up like they should show up and to do what it is that they need to do. I want to talk this evening and just ask you, are you living life to the fullest? I'll tell you where that comes from in just a moment. But before I do, I need to shout out the TTC VIPs for the evening. Those are the people who I saw who popped into the chat room for the first three that I see on my end. I see others who are there, but who are on, but are not into the chat room. So thank you all who are over there in the chat room. I'll shout out from my end the three people that I see from my end. Now, you all don't get mad with me, don't get upset with me. I'm just going by what I see from my end. And from my end, the top three people, the first three people that I see are Queen Nita, who says, "Grand evening, everyone." And then there's Annie Cutler, who says, "Let's ride." And then there's Paula D, who says, "Hello, everyone." Well, hello to all of you as well. I opened by saying that this is a bit of a heavy day for me. It's a heavy day, not just for me, but for my family as well. Yesterday, we lost an icon in my family. It's my mother's only brother, and it was suddenly and unexpectedly so unexpectedly. We were, and we were devastated by the news, and we are yet devastated by that news. So we've done some traveling, and we will have more traveling to do to navigate all of that. But today, as I was thinking about this moment, and I knew there would still be a this moment, I did not want to forsake coming here because of what's going on in my life. Those of you who have been with me for all of these years, you understand that. Much of my life is transparent. I share some of these lessons from that place of transparency. And whether it's a place of pain and growth, I still choose to share that with you all. So I'm always thankful when you all are here. But so again, my mom lost her only brother, and, and it was it is a challenge. He's an uncle slash dad slash brother for me as well. Now it's my mom's brother, but my relationship with my uncle is uncle slash dad slash brother kind of thing. So keep us in your thoughts and prayers and well wishes if you would. But as I thought about this moment, I still wanted to offer something that was inspiring and something that was motivating, yet something that is challenging, because I thought with my uncle just passing so immediately and so unexpectedly, what do we do? Thank you, cousin Linda. I ask myself, what are we doing with our lives? Are we living are we living life to the fullest? Oh, thank you, McDina. But I was wondering with my uncle's passing and just us in general, are we living life to the fullest? Do we understand what that really means? And so it was in this moment I thought I really want to talk about that, and I want to challenge us to make sure. Thank you, Queen Nita, my friend. And I wanted to challenge us to make sure that one, we understand what it means to live life to the fullest. As it were, to grab the bull by both horns and just live your life. Because I suspect that if you ask 10 million people, what does it mean to live life to its fullest? You would get probably out of 10 million people, you'd probably get 2 million different answers. Because for some people, it might just mean traveling and going to your fondest destinations. Thank you, Paula D. It might mean, to others, it might mean raising a family. And still to others, it could mean solving the world hunger, or solving the issues with homelessness. It could mean so much to so many people. But one of the things that we could agree on when we think about living life to its fullest, it means finding meaning with your life, finding purpose with your life. And so it means finding meaning and purpose in what I do and how I do it and how I spend my time. And that's what living life to the fullest means from my perspective. Making sure that there's meaning and purpose in what I do, or how I spend my time. So that life is exciting, and it's thrilling, and it's rewarding, and it's fulfilling. Life is exciting, and it's thrilling, and it's rewarding, and it's fulfilling. That's what it means to live life to its fullest. So then, Cutler, since we only have 1,800 seconds, then what does that look like? What does it feel like to live life to its fullest? Well, there's one thing that I wanted to share with you all before I get into the details of that. One of the things that you have to know if you're going to live life to the fullest is that you are enough. A lot of times we are challenged to live life to the fullest because we don't recognize who we are. and we cower in the shadow of other people. And sometimes we cower in our own insecurities and in our own fear because something along our journey or somewhere, thank you, Jason, for you, something along our journey or somebody in our journey has made us feel that we are not enough. So I want you to understand that living life to its fullest, before you can live life to its fullest, you have to understand that you are enough. Wherever you stand, wherever you sit, wherever you show up, wherever you be, how you show up, you are enough. And my reiteration of the fact that you are enough, I found it, I reached over and I pulled a book off my shelf just before I decided to have this conversation. And the book that I pulled off my shelf, and some of you all have this, is this book right here. We don't always get it right the first time. This is about 70 lessons, life lessons that I share with the reader. And the first one that I turned to, lesson one, it hit me like a ton of bricks. You know, in light of my uncle's passing and living life to its fullest, I wanted to make sure that you, me, us, that we realize that if we're going to live life to the fullest, and you all tell somebody this because no doubt people are still wrestling with low self-esteem, wrestling with not being enough, wrestling to find the comfort in how they show up and how they be and how they do what they do, wrestling into trying to find purpose and to wonder if there's destiny attached to purpose or purpose attached to destiny, all that kind of stuff, and just getting caught in the loop of trying to figure out, why am I here? What am I doing? What's my mission in life? No, stop all of that and understand that where you are enough. You are enough. And one of the things that I wanted to share then was lesson number one from this book. And it says, you are enough. Please indulge me while I share this with you all, because the author wrote, that would be me, the author wrote, look up the meaning of the word enough and know that you are enough. You are tall enough, handsome enough, pretty enough, smart enough, and talented enough. People will sometimes try to make you feel insufficient and feel as though you don't deserve to breathe the air that you breathe or stand where you stand. How can they do that? How can people make you feel any less? How can people have the unmitigated gall to cause you to think that you don't deserve to breathe the air that you breathe? Maybe it's because I'm breathing the same air that you're breathing. Maybe it's because I'm drinking the same water that you drink. But people will do that. And let me go back to the book because I'll listen, I'm probably already on 7 going to 10 in 5 seconds. But I really want, thank you, Queen Nita. And I'm glad you all putting that in there. You said, I got that one. You have this book, yeah. But thank you for putting that in the comments. And if those of you who can and feel like it, just affirm that I am enough. Put it in the comments if you don't mind while I continue to read this. So let me just go back and say, people will sometimes try to make you feel insufficient and feel as though you don't deserve to breathe the air that you breathe or to stand where you stand. I deserve to stand in every space where I stand. I deserve to walk through every door that has been opened for me to walk through. I deserve to close the doors behind me when nobody else should come in. I deserve to close the doors behind me when I should be the only one in the room. I deserve to sit at every table where I sit. I would not have been beckoned and invited to the table if I were not worthy of sitting there. So you are, thank you, Paula D. I am enough. Thank you, Linda Martin. I am enough. So these people who think that you shouldn't breathe the air that you breathe or stand in the places where you stand, they are content to have you hang around them as long as they view you as inferior on some level. Am I talking to anybody? Without ever having stepped into a formal classroom or having taken a structured course, there are people who are masters of mental manipulation. And they seek to suppress you with either positional power or perceived power. Thank you, Annie Cutler. I am enough. They are comfortable with you as long as you appear incapable of occupying the space where they stand. In other words, you're good as long as you can't come and you can't stand where I stand. You're good as long as you don't sit on the platforms where I sit. You're good as long as you don't stand behind the microphones where I stand. You're good as long as you don't walk in the rooms where I walk. You understand what I'm saying? There are some people who are like that, and they are masters of mental manipulation. They are comfortable with you again as long as you appear incapable of occupying the space where they stand. Because let me say this to you. You appear, but a lot of times people know that you're just as capable or sometimes more capable than they are. And they are intimidated by that. But as long as you don't look like you fit in, as long as you don't look like you belong in, they are okay with that. But let me say this to you all. This is what the author says. But you have, but you have the right to be wherever you are. Need I say that again? You have the right to be wherever you are. Everybody, and a lot of us think, I promise you all, I'm going to get to living life to the fullest, but I need to deal for the moment with making sure that you understand that you are enough right where you are. You are enough. You are enough. I didn't really realize that I was going to go off of this, but a lot of times we just feel like we're not enough because we're dealing with the relics and the residue of our past. And so it's difficult for me to forge ahead into my future. It's difficult for me to live life to its fullest because I'm connected to those things that I thought that defined me based on my past. You are not your past. You are not your past. The writer goes on to say, everyone deals with shame. Everyone deals with doubt, deals with fear and insecurities, but don't let that cause you to believe that you are insufficient or that you lack value. Your past does not dictate whether or not you have value. Your past does not dictate whether or not you are sufficient. Your past does not dictate all of those things or any of those things. In other words, what your past does teach you is that you have strength and you have fortitude and you have tenacity. That's what your past is teaching you. Because guess what? You're standing in the present because you endured a past. You're standing in the present because you endured a past. So don't you dare cause anybody or allow anybody to think that you don't deserve to live life to its fullest. I'm going to get back to that in a moment, but I need you to understand that you're enough. You're enough right where you are. So don't let that cause you to believe that you are insufficient or that you lack value. If you have only one person, if you have only one person who affirms you, give thanks for that one person who reminds you that you are greater than. And they remind you that you are greater than all of your less thans. You are greater than, let me just say that again. You are greater than all of your less thans. A lot of you are okay as long as I don't feel threatened. But Jason, for you, that is the lot of people's positions that you're okay. You're okay as long as I don't feel threatened by you. You're okay with me. You're a good person. As long as I don't feel threatened by you, as long as I don't feel intimidated by you, as long as your gifts don't rise above mine, as long as your talent doesn't outshine mine, I'm okay with you. And that is the mentality of a lot of people. But I want you to give thanks for the people who remind you that all of your greater thans are more than your less thans. Your greater thans. Be thankful for people who remind you that you're greater than, that you are greater than all of your less thans. Because a lot of times we look at all of the bad situations that happen to us, all of the negative things, all of the not so positive things. But can I tell you, you got one greater than that means more than all of your less thans. When I stand in one greater than moment, that one greater than moment is more than all of my less thans. And so I want you to give thanks for the people who remind you of that. Because in that person's eye, in those people's eyes, you have value. And you might be to that one person, you all, let me be clear about this. To that one person, let me go back to the book. In that person's eyes, you have value. You may be his or her entire world. I want you all to understand that for somebody, you are their entire world. You are their entire world. You don't have to be, the author says, you don't have to be all things to all people. Just be something to at least one person. I need to go back and read my own book. You don't have to be all things to all people. Just be something to at least one person. And for that person, just know that you are enough. You are enough. Right where you are, right where you be, how you show up, you are enough. Listen, let me just say this. So if you if you all haven't gotten this book, I encourage you, go and get this book. It will do you good. Just go and get it. Go and get this book, and it will do you good. All right. And so just know you are more than enough. So let me just keep on going. So this whole notion. So thank you, Color, for reminding me that I am enough. I am enough. And now that you know you are enough, you know that you have the right to live life to its fullest. And what does that mean? What does that look like? If you're living a full life, maybe the words that you hear about yourself is that you are thriving. Maybe the words that you hear is that you are prospering and that you are fulfilled and that you're happy and that you're satisfied. Tell me if, let's see, I read it, but about to read it again. I've read it, but about to read it again. Quitnita, my friend, yeah, go ahead and reread it. I wrote it, and I declare I need to reread it again. And so I want you all to know that you are living life to its fullest when you can use words like this to describe yourself. And as I'm tossing these words out, let me know if any of them resonate with you, if you say, yeah, that's me. If I call a word that works for you or that describes you, just put that word in the comments. I don't have many more seconds, you all, but let me just toss these words out. Words like thriving, words like prospering, words like fulfilled, if you're living a full life, you might be described by words like this, words like flourishing, blooming, blossoming, words like relishing life, words like I'm savoring life, words like I'm enjoying myself, I'm enjoying this life, words like I am content with where I am, I am content with what I have. I am satisfied. I am happy. Thank you, McDonald. I'm living my best soft life. I'm living my best life. Words like fulfilled and those things. And I just want to encourage you, have a full life. Have a full life. And what does that mean, Color? What does it look like? Well, in light of all of those words, make sure you fill your life up with things that make you happy. Fill your life up with things and with people that make you happy. And I don't mean things just for the sake of things. I don't mean things to become a hoarder and a collector, but I mean make sure that you implement the strategy whereby you're bringing things and people into your space, into your area that are not positive, that are not negative, and that are not toxic. But you make sure that you bring things into your life that keep you engaged and things that keep you motivated and keep you going and keep you smiling and keep you content and keep you flourishing and keep you savoring life. Make sure that you fill your life up with those kinds of things, because life is fleeting. And so you fill your life up with those things. You fill your life up with those kinds of people. And if we had more time, I would say, let's just all take a break now. Let's pause now and just grab a piece of paper and write out those things that you enjoy doing. Write out the activities in life that you enjoy doing, the things that you can think of. Oh, that's what I enjoy doing. That's what I like to do. So when I talk about things, I don't necessarily mean tangible things, but what about the activities? What about the people? How many of us enjoy doing things that we don't take the time to do? Life is fleeting. Life is short. Take the time to do the things that you love doing. Write them down and schedule time to do it. Write them down and schedule time with those people in your life. Write them down. And say, what I need to do is schedule time, because Cutler reminded me that living life to its fullest means that I first must understand that I'm enough right by myself. And then after I realize that I'm enough, in order to make sure that I'm living a full and filled life and living life to its fullest. Cutler reminded me, make sure you fill your life up with things that make you happy. And I don't mean cars and diamonds and pearls and coats and furs and houses and land. I don't mean all of that, but that I don't exclude all of that. But what I mean is, what about the activities and the things and the people that make you happy? Even if you only have 5 minutes, sit down and make a list of what makes you feel good about you. I would even encourage you to just sit down and write a how to live life fullest note, a letter to yourself. Self, this is how you write. This is how you live life to the fullest. Self, don't forget to do this. Self, remember to do this. Self, reach out to this person. Self, go to this place. Self, spend time doing this. Write a how to live life fullest note to yourself. I know some of y'all are saying, Color, that sounds crazy, but I'm just trying to help save somebody's life. Write it down. And then after you write it down, after you realize that you now know how to live life to its fullest, remember I said to some people, you are their whole world. Maybe you can then help somebody else live their life to its fullest. How do I do that? By showing kindness, by practicing patience. Being kind is one of the most powerful gifts that you have at your disposal. Being kind is one of the most powerful gifts that you have at your disposal. Someone called me the other day, was in a frenzy and was going through some things and said, you probably don't have time to help me, but da, 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 da. I said, stop, breathe. I do have time to help you. Let me help you out. But I need you to breathe first. Now let's talk about it. Help me to help you. Breathe. And now let's talk. And by the time we finished the conversation, she said, you're so kind. And I said, because for me, it's easier to be kind than to be unkind. It's easier to be kind than to be unkind. You live life to its fullest when you help somebody else live their life to its fullest. And you do that by using one of the most powerful gifts in your arsenal. And we don't talk about kindness. And maybe I should spend the next, not the next 1800 seconds, not right now, but maybe the next time I show up, I should just talk a moment about being kind, because we don't talk about that, but it is a powerful gift in your arsenal. You can change the trajectory of somebody's whole world by being kind. You can change the future of a wayward child by being kind. I'm talking about how to live life to its fullest, make the difference in somebody else's life. And then what you can do, Marissa, that's right, you can make the difference in somebody's life by being kind. You can change the trajectory of a child's life just by being kind. And learn to fill your life with gratitude. Do the things for which you will later say, I'm thankful that I had the opportunity to do that. I'm thankful that I had the opportunity to get to know him or to get to know her. I'm thankful that I had an opportunity to experience X, Y, and Z. That's living life to its fullest. I want to thank you all so much for allowing me to share this time with you all. Whatever space you've allowed me to come into, thank you all so much. Let's keep living life to its fullest, you all. Let's keep doing what we do. Let's keep building community and maintaining connectivity. Keep your heads up, keep your hopes up. Stay safe and stay sane. Live life to its fullest. Again, thank you. Please remember my family and me and your thoughts and your well wishes and your prayers. as we navigate this space. Once again, I tell you, but I thank you for your kindness. Thank you for using one of your most powerful gifts. I appreciate that. And until the next time we talk, tell someone, come on and let's talk to Cutler. Have a good evening, everybody.